Hey guys, in this art lesson, we're gonna draw a cozy cat sitting in a window. I hope you're really excited to follow along with me. For this lesson, we're using a pencil and eraser to first draw the shape of our window. Then we're using our markers to add the details and also color our drawings. But you can always use whatever you have. When I switch from pencil to marker, also remember you could just keep using a pencil for the whole lesson. All right, let's get started. First, let's use our pencil to draw the shape of our window. And you can make this small or big. It's up to you. I'm gonna use most of the paper. So I'm gonna start down here. We can draw a horizontal line for the bottom of our window. Then we can draw a big upside down letter U. This is the shape of our window. You could change this to be a different shape. It could be rectangle or square at the top. Whatever you want. And you can also take extra time to work on your window and get it just the way you want it before you move on to the next step. That's the nice part about using a pencil. I'm gonna add another design or frame around the outside or the inside. Then we can split the window right in half. I'm gonna draw 2 lines this way and then draw 2 lines down the middle. There's the panes for our window panes. Then we can also draw the window sill down here on the bottom. So I'm going to draw a rectangle shape and we can extend it out past the window on each side. Let's make this a little more 3D. We can draw the edge of the window pane. So maybe this is the top, and then we can draw the edge or the thickness of not the pane, the window sill. And let's make this more perspective. We can draw the sides coming in or diagonal on each side and then erase any of those extra lines you don't want to keep. There we go. Now it looks more 3D. Also, let's erase these lines crossing in the middle. Okay. There's our window. It looks really cool. You could spend extra time and get it just the way you want it before you switch to your marker. And also you could just keep drawing with your pencil if you want to. Okay, now let's draw our cat. And we're gonna draw in this bottom right pane. And first, let's draw a circle or an oval shape for our cat's head. Then we can draw the nose. I'm gonna draw it right here. We could draw an oval shape or kind of an upside down triangle. Then we can draw the mouth. And also let's draw our cat really happy. We'll draw upside down U's for each eye. Next, let's draw the ears. We can draw upside down letter V's. And then we can draw the legs. And we're gonna draw it coming down. It was a really tall cat. I wasn't thinking about how high I put the head, but that's okay. There's our front or the chest and also the front leg. Then we can draw another line here for the line in between the legs and another line here. There's the 2 front legs and then we can draw the paws. Well, that's a big paw. It almost looks like human feet. But that's okay. Don't worry about making your drawing look perfect. It's all right. We're just having fun and practicing. So now let's draw the back leg. And we could draw, this is usually a bigger foot or paw. And then we can also draw belly right here. And we could draw the back of our cat curving down. And I'm going to leave a little space here. And then we can add the tail curving around and off the edge and then back into the body. Okay, I think it's a cute cat, even though maybe next time I'd change some of the things. It's still fun. Okay, now let's draw the rest of the details on our window and also decorations. So right here in the middle, we could add an ornament hanging from some garland. So first, let's draw a line right down here. Then we can draw a circle shape for the ornament, and then we can draw the garland. So let's draw a zigzag line. This I'm gonna draw kind of fast, but don't worry about trying to make it look exactly like mine. It's okay if it looks different. So there's zigzag going one way, and then we're gonna try to match going the other way, and I'm trying to curve it also. Okay, now for the top, let's draw zigzag going this way. And then we'll connect into that side. And we can do the same thing over here. Cool. Okay, now let's, right here, we could connect that to the top. And then we could also draw drapes here on the side. So first, let's draw the side of the drape coming down. And then we could have the drape tied. So I'm going to draw a little curve here. And that's the nice thing also about using the pencil. When we're using our marker, we can just draw over the pencil. So here we got two curves. This is going to be the tie that's holding the drape. We can draw lines connecting. And then let's draw it curving down into that tie. And then we can draw it coming down further. And then also here. And then down here at the bottom, we can draw a couple bumps. Now we could also add wrinkles, but we'll do that with our colors later. Okay, now maybe on this side, we could just draw a little flower, Christmas flower, and maybe some leaves coming down from it. And I'm going to draw some leaves coming up this way. So you can change your drawings. You don't have to add this. You can add something else, maybe holly or some mistletoe. That would be really cool. And oh, let's add holly down here. You can add the berries and the leaves. So I'm going kind of fast because I'm just adding things that you can change. You don't have to add the exact same things. Okay, now let's trace over the pencil lines, except before we do that, so we don't get confused, let's switch to our eraser, and we can erase the guidelines from the window going through the drape, and also the cat. Now we're ready to trace over the pencil lines. This part will fast forward because we've already drawn this, and you can pause the video and trace over your pencil lines too. All right, we're all done drawing. Now we're going to switch to coloring. This part I'm going to fast forward because I want to challenge you to color your drawings differently. But if you want, at the very end, you can also pause the video and use my drawing as inspiration for yours. Also, you can add extra things, maybe a whole winter landscape outside the window. All right, let's speed things up. I'm all finished coloring my drawing, and I hope you'll take time to color yours. You can pause the video right now to use my drawing as inspiration, or like I mentioned, you can change it any way you want. You can use different colors or even add different things on the outside of the window. Maybe a snowman or a Christmas tree. I added just simple snowflakes with my white paint marker, but I think it would be really cool if you changed your drawings. Oh, and also don't forget to add whiskers to your cat. Remember, it's okay if your drawings look different than mine. The most important thing is to have fun and practice. And we'll see you later, art friends. Goodbye.